Hi, good morning. This is my welcome to my channel. This is Nomadic J. I am walking through the streets of Stone Town, Zanzibar, which is part of Tanzania. In this video, I'm gonna give you my first impression of Jambo. Good morning. Yeah, I'm giving you my first impression of this area. I guess it did rain a little bit last night. Okay, but I landed. It's April. For those who are just watching this, it's April. Morning. It's April, so technically it's raining season. So I guess it rained a little bit last night, maybe. Doesn't look like it, but I see it's kind of wet. But you know, there's always rain at nighttime during any tropical climate. So anyway, like I said, this video is just about me landing here in Zanzibar. I'm in Stone Town, Old Stone Town, as they call it. So I'm just gonna bring you up to date from South Africa, which is where I came from, to here. And to give you my experience of traveling and actually arriving here. So sit back, enjoy, and then kind of give you some image of my journey and also image of here. So it's about 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning. It is hot. It is hot. Just like I said before, it's April. So it's definitely hot. Yeah, I could say humid, but no, it's more hot than humid. It's beautiful. Look at this. I'm just walking away from my Airbnb, and yeah, definitely hot. I'm just trying to get used to that. I just came from South Africa, which is basically spring weather there. The chilly. Well, no, it's basically spring weather there. It's nice there. Johannesburg was a little chilly when I left, but it was warm during the day and chilly at night. But I left from Johannesburg. Flew to Addis Ababa in Ethiopia, and then I landed in Kilimanjaro in Tanzania, or Tanzania as they call it, or which is probably the right name. Look at these boats. Check this out. Look how beautiful this is. This is like out of a movie set. Look at this. Gorgeous. Now the boats looks empty, like no one's in them. Wow. Look how still and just calm everything looks. I don't know this area. I mean, I don't know the name of this. I'll make sure I label it where I'm at right now. But this is where they usually have street food at nighttime. Right. It starts at like 7 o'clock. I was able to go and check it out. And I'll make sure I bring some images of that in another video. But last night was just pretty much just to do a quick little walkthrough and see what it was all about. But yeah, let me start on my journey before this video get too long. I don't want this video to be too long. So anyway, again, I landed in Kilimanjaro. I'm gonna share some images. I mean, we didn't get off the plane, which is weird because I don't think I've ever been on a plane that as part of a stop that where you stay on the plane while other people get on. I'm trying to remember if I ever been somewhere like that. So yeah, the plane was supposed to go from Johannesburg to Ethiopia, and then Kilimanjaro and Tanzania, and here into Zanzibar. Yeah, I guess it rained last night. Yeah, but again, we just stopped in Kilimanjaro, stayed on the plane, waiting for other people to show up. So, but anyway, but while I was sitting there, I was able to try to take some pictures, try to get pictures of the mountains. I'm not sure what the mountain's called. I know the city's called Kilimanjaro, but I don't know if the mountain's named the same thing. So, but I got some images. I hope you can check them out right now. Some of the images of the mountain. A lot of cats right here. I just noticed that. A lot of cats. A lot of cats. Look at that. He's fishing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying not to get too distracted because I'm actually seeing this stuff for the first time myself. Just kind of like absorbing everything. Man, it's warm. Wow. Again, it's like 7:30 in the morning. It's warm. I'm not sweating, but it's definitely humid out here. So let's continue on. All right. After we left Kilimanjaro, we landed in Zanzibar. I'm going to show you some images here of landing in Zanzibar. Got out the plane. You can kind of see the images, how nice this look from outside the plane. And then we walked into what looks like some type of chaos. I mean, it was beautiful. I went to go to immigration and it just seemed like just mad chaos. I mean, it's just so unorganized. I'm not even sure where to start. There's a line, there's some screeners, I guess, to make sure you have the right paperwork, but I didn't know what to bring out. I mean, because I had my arrival papers, visa, and I had I had my arrival papers and I had the visa, and of course I had my passport. But I saw some people with yellow card in their hand. Some people had the yellow card, vaccination card basically in their hand, and I wasn't sure if that's what you wanted, so I just had it all handy, ready. I mean, it's not required, but I just had it, But it just, I don't know. And then when she checked it, it was almost like, okay, what are you looking for? Because the person in front of me didn't have a yellow card. And the person before that is like, but you didn't ask for a yellow card. I don't know. It was just kind of crazy. So they had screeners, but I don't even know if they were screening correctly. And then once they were screening, once you got past that person, you have this massive lines and there's different signs on where to go. But then you see signs that e-visa, and then you see visa prohibition. Then onto the left, there's new arrival. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. It just, it was I don't even want to say organized chaos. It was just strictly chaos in there. It was just chaos. So anyway, I had already applied for mine prior. It was $100. It got back within, it's funny, I applied that morning and I got a response that afternoon. And then something weird happened. 2 days later, I got another response. So it's almost like two people were doing my paperwork, so you can get it as soon as a day, or I guess you can get approval 2 days later. So really no more than 2 days. 2 days to take to get a visa. It's $100 online. I'll be honest with you, it's just best to do it online because, again, when you get there, there's a bunch of paperwork people were filling out. No one's giving you instruction on what to fill out. So you just see this row of just documents and people grabbing paperwork, trying to fill out things. So I figured I'm not going to touch it. If I need anything to fill out, they'll make me once I get to the front. So I just kind of bypassed everyone and went to the front. Well, not to the front, just went beyond those people who's filling out paperwork and went beyond those people who's filling out paperwork and just stood there waiting to be called, stood in line. Everything seemed to work fine. The arrival paperwork and my passport was all I needed. And as soon as they did that, everything was good to go. It was just like that. But it was just, again, it was just crazy, crazy, crazy chaos in that whole area. I didn't know what was going on. And of course, you know, once you pass through there, the luggage is right there. You get your luggage. And also, if you look to the left or to the right, I hope I have some images here, but if you look to the left or right, there's a SIM card. Go ahead and get one, because I'm telling you, once you get to Old Stone Town, I mean, there's not a lot of there are little stores, but unless you go into a hotel where you can probably get some proper guidance on where to go to get something, things are not just what you expect. You don't find just stores downtown, even small stores. There's a lot of little stores down there, but they really sell really basic, super basic stuff, you know. I mean, I went in one little place, to the place where I'm staying at. I mean, I was just looking for some basic thing. I didn't see fruit. I mean, I saw eggs. I mean, you see some of the basic stuff, you know what I mean? Eggs, oil, flour. I mean, super basic. We are talking about, you know, really small, you know, at least where I'm at. Now, maybe it may be something else. I may find something else more other places. I mean, because I was, you know, I got there and realized I didn't have the right plug. Even though I had a universal plug, the one I had, it just seemed like it was missing that one, which is weird, because I figured out the South Africa, since I had something that was good for South Africa, I shouldn't have any problem for anywhere else, but I did. Yeah, I did. So, but anyway, yeah, like I said, there's also, like, while you're there, just if you see SIM card, go ahead and get the SIM cards. You know, because again, there's not a lot of things to find right, at least down in Old Stone Town. There's just, at least I haven't been able to. At least there wasn't nothing near. And I'm right, as you can see from walking, I'm right near everything, you know what I mean, the main area. So maybe I have to walk further, and I may find some of these things later on. But, you know, when you first get to a place, you just want to try to get settled in and everything like that. Let me show you my room, so you can kind of get a look at my room or where I'm staying. I'm actually staying in an Airbnb, but it's basically a couple of apartments that's part of a hotel called Emerson. It's really different. It's funny. I come from modern South Africa, and then come to a place, you know, which is kind of what I expected when I came to Africa in the first place. I think South Africa kind of threw me off, because South Africa was just as modern as the U.S. I mean, in so many ways. In fact, I felt like I was, you know, when I left Mexico and came to South Africa, it was, you know, much more modern than Mexico, you know what I mean, in so many ways. So I guess I got kind of spoiled a little bit, thinking I'm in Africa, that every place is going to be similar to Africa, and that wasn't the case. So all right, let me show you my room here. In case you walk through the door, it's basically a room. This is the bed. Got the fan above it and the kind of little draping mosquito curtains and everything. But yeah, it's old, but it's charming. I mean, I guess it's somewhat charming. You know what I mean? Believe it or not, it's air in here. I try to get used to the weather before I use the air. I use the air as last resort, just the way I am. But yeah, you can kind of see it. A couple windows. It's a big room, and then it's a separate bathroom right here. I don't know. I guess it's some type of bathtub, but it's the shower. Yeah, it's different. Again, I just came from South Africa, so you know, this is probably my first real introduction to different African, the stuff that I kind of expected before I came here. You know, I wasn't expecting what I saw in South Africa. So anyway, but yeah, and there's separate areas to cook. So there is an area to cook if you want to cook and use a large refrigerator and everything, which is right down the hallway. So it's nothing to show. So I'm not gonna really waste energy. But it's stove, refrigerator. Yeah. All right. So yeah. So now this technically is raining season. It didn't rain again. I think it rained last night. This is, when you look online, they say March, April, May is long rainy season. When you hear long rainy season, you mean it's going to be raining constantly all the time, and that still may happen. I'll make sure I kind of give you an update at the end of my time. I'm only going to be here a few weeks, so I would definitely update you on what I experienced as far as rain wise. But it wasn't raining when I got here. It's definitely not raining now. It may rain later today. The driver. In fact, I use a hotel driver, so I don't know how much it costs to go from the hotel to. The hotel, it was about 15 minutes away, basically. It wasn't far, but it was about 15, 20 minutes away because there was a little traffic before we got there. It's Ramadan this month, and also it was kind of like whatever their rush hour. It was rush hour, so. But according to the driver, he said that the way it rains, they don't really get long rain. They get something for like 30 minutes and it stops. That's the way it does in a lot of countries, you know what I mean? During the summer, like even the U.S. in the summer months, you get those thunderstorms. Now, it's not to say they don't have periods, but it's not like some other countries where it rains. So if you're ever thinking about coming here, this is probably the best time to come, I guess. It's cheaper. That's debatable whether it's cheaper, but it's cheaper than what it usually is at this time of year. And you don't have to worry about a lot of the crowds. And if it rains the way he says it does, then it shouldn't really be a problem. So yeah. But so far, again, I'm actually liking this. Again, it's just an adjustment just coming from South Africa. It's old. It's definitely bare, but it's just something charming and cool about being in places that's kind of like, seem like you stepping back a few years, you know what I mean? You can just see from the building. I'm going to share more of that also in a different video, but you kind of see just from it, it's kind of that lazy, chill, relaxed type. Look at the colors. Look at that. Look how still and beautiful that water looks. Just sitting there, and the boats look empty, like no one's in them. Like, where are the people at? I don't know if they're laying down or what. I don't see anybody sitting up in these boats. They're just out there, just standing in one spot. That's amazing to me. Look at that. So anyway, so far I am really enjoying this area. I want to share more, and hope you come with me. So tonight, make this video too long. So far, I am actually impressed on the beauty of it. It's a little kind of raw in a lot of ways, but again, I think it's just for me. I think that's just for me being spoiled, being in South Africa, where everything was almost like being in the U.S. So, but otherwise, I'm looking forward to exploring more in this area, and I'm hoping you stay with me through my series of Zanzibar. So anyway, thank you for watching. I will definitely see you in the next video.